What's up, guys? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. I was lucky enough to win this for completely free over at appwin.com. That's two N's in appwin. This is the 16 gigabytes black newest iPod Nano. I always forget the generation. I think this is the 7th, I'm pretty sure. But either way, this thing looks hot. Now let's open it up. These plastic cases are always a little tricky because I don't want the iPod to fly out. There's some plastic. That should just open. Yep. Very cool. Now, I was lucky enough to go to Atlantic City last weekend, and they do have an Apple store there on the pier. So, in other words, I spent about 10 or 20 minutes looking at all the iPod Nanos, choosing which one I wanted. Anyway, let's save the best for last. Let's put that right there. The camera's very zoomed in, so it's a little hard to do this from my angle because it's so small. You do get a hello booklet, which is always nice of them to include, right? A lightning cable, which is actually very exciting for me because this is now my second iOS device that uses the lightning connector. My first being the new iPod Touch, which I absolutely love this thing. The form factor is incredible. And yes, I am still running iOS 7. Very, very cool. I do have a video on that if you're wondering. And now, we do get earpods. Well, no, maybe. Are these the actual earpods? Yeah, I guess they are. There you go, you open on the back. As always, Apple's packaging is just so awesome. Here you go, close up. Get that to focus on my hand, come on. There you go. That's the left channel. This is the right channel. The AirPods, guys, I gotta say, honestly, they're actually pretty damn good for what they are, especially when you compare them to the previous earbuds that were included with iPods, iPhones, and all that stuff. But not iPads. Interestingly enough, Apple still doesn't include earbuds with the iPad, as far as I know. Anyway, here it is, guys, a brand new iPod Nano. Now, don't expect many videos on this, honestly, because this is kind of all news by now. But I was lucky enough to win it for completely free, so why the heck would I not do an unboxing? Okay, how do you... See, this is what always scares me. Oh, there we go, okay. The iPod Nano is released. There it is, nice close-up. Let's take this plastic off. Ooh. Very sexy, guys, look at this. It's like a miniature iPod Touch. That's exactly what it looks like. It's such a neat form factor. Now, I gotta say, this is much better than last year's iPod Nano, which I also do own. You know, the watch one where you can put it on your wrist. But I'm definitely a much bigger fan of this form factor because you can turn it to watch movies. There's the home button, which is a circle, unlike the iPod Touch and iPhone. And what's interesting is this button actually matches the shape of the icons, because if you look at the iPod Touch or iPhone, it's kind of rounded corners on squares, but here, to stand out from the crowd, Apple went a different approach and went with circle icons. Oh good, it does turn on. I was wondering if it was dead, because this thing came out a long time ago, so I wasn't sure. There's the back. I gotta say, the back does look nice. There is a little plastic piece right there. I believe that might be for the Bluetooth antenna because this does have Bluetooth, which is very interesting. Ooh, look at this. There are actually side buttons for volume, which I totally forgot about. All right, there's the menu. Let's set this up in real time. English, which is good. I'm doing this completely backwards on my screen. And there it is. That is the setup, incredibly quick. And as you can see, like I said, we do have circle icons. Extremely smooth animation. I mean, just to think that we have this kind of technology. I mean, I know it's 2013. This is stuff we should expect. But let's just take a second to appreciate what I'm holding in my hand right now. I'm holding a portable media player. A portable media player with 16 gigabytes of data. Back in, I don't know, 2000, whatever, 1990, guys, I honestly forget, but our first computer had like an 8 gigabyte hard drive, which is incredibly impressive if you think about that, if you compare that to what we have today in terms of music players. Anyway, enough babbling. There's my music. This does have a fitness thing built in to track your steps and your fitness and your distance. We have photos. We have radio, which is very interesting. No radio signal because you have to plug in headphones, which gives you reception, which I've always found fascinating. We have podcast videos. Didn't mean to tap that. Going to the next one, we do have clock. So there you go. I'm pretty sure you can, yep. And you have your stopwatch and your timer and everything. Pretty cool. And finally, last but not least, you have your settings menu, which you can change your brightness, which it should be about halfway down right now. Yep, that's what Apple usually does. There you go. You just swipe back. So it's very intuitive. You just swipe back to go to the previous screen. Wallpaper, you can change your wallpaper, which is interesting. What is that? Oh, I couldn't see it from my angle. Yeah, you do have different designs. They're very subtle. But it actually gives you a preview. So you can set that. Date and time, language, accessibility. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to waste your time too much with this. Again, nothing new, but I am very excited because this is going onto my iShrine. It's just another iPod for me to collect, which is awesome because I love Apple products. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to appwin.com for making this possible. And if you have any questions or video requests on this iPod Nano, just let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.